What is up, YouTube? I know it's been kind of a hiatus from making videos and vlogging. I'm going to start posting vlogs every week. I'm going to film throughout the week. I've decided to start competing in bodybuilding, and my first show is July 20th of this coming summer, so 2024. There's a show in Jacksonville, and it is the NPC Dexter Jackson Classic Physique Show. I've obviously hired a coach. I've been with him since March. We're on week 37 together, I think, overall. But this will be the 33rd week from the show. So like I said, I'm going to try to film throughout the week, each and every week, and then post on Mondays. So when you see this, it'll actually be the beginning of the 32nd week out of the show, because I'm going to post on Monday mornings, and today is Monday. Just now getting to the gym. Today is a push day, so I'm going to film my top sets. Alright, it's Tuesday morning. Heading off to the gym. Today is a back day. But yeah, so day 2 of 33 weeks out. One thing I just wanted to say real quick about the having a set timeline for a particular goal. July 20th seems, very far away because it's, not even Christmas yet. But like I just said, we're 33 weeks out from the show, so I only have, including today, I only have 33 back sessions left until I step on the stage for the first time. And that's, a little unnerving, a little stress inducing, but at the same time, it puts that pressure on you to get better each and every time you step into the gym with whatever body part you're lifting. It puts the pressure on you, every time you're prepping your meals for the day, or you're just getting your day ready to be successful. That's why I meal prep every weekend, whether it be a Saturday or a Sunday. It only takes 2 to 3 hours every time. I already have a video of that on this YouTube channel. Just go back to one of the earlier videos. Probably not going to show it in any of my weeks showing my progress for my first show, mainly because it's pretty boring and simple. But I do have a video on the channel if you want to go and see exactly how I do it. But anyways, so back to the mindset of having a hard set timeline. It's kind of unnerving, exciting, scary, all of the emotions, knowing that that there's only 33 back sessions left, including today, until I step on the stage for the first time. So I'm gonna make today count, just like I do every single day. And like I was just saying, today's a full day, so I think it's like 5 or 6 exercises. I'm going to film all the top sets, put them in this video, and we're just kind of keep rolling. If I do anything else interesting or fun today, then I'll try to film that. But it's kind of robot mode. Check-ins are tomorrow with my coach, which is Ross Flanagan. He was an Olympian qualifier this year. Well, I listen to what he says. I've never done this before. He's been doing it for, I think, like 10 years. So he's definitely got more experience than I do in this realm. So he makes my plans. He tells me what to eat and how to train, and I just do what he says. And I've had success so far, so I have no reason to not trust him. I have no reason to not believe he knows what he's doing. So All right, we're off to the gym. Today is delts, but yeah, just another quick note on bodybuilding and execution of exercises. So our bodies are masters of compensation, and what I mean by that is if mentally we're thinking, bicep curl, for example, if we're just trying to bring our wrist to our shoulder, and we pick a weight that's too heavy and we're not actually concentrating on the biceps contracting, our bodies are just going to try to do what our mind's telling it to do, which is to get the weight up to our shoulder. It will instinctively do that in the most efficient way possible that it can. That's not always the best, especially for bodybuilding. It's great for athletics, but bodybuilding, I would argue, is the least athletic thing you could do in a sport. And what I mean by that, and what I mean by that is, in most of the time in athletics, we are trying to be explosive and quick with intent, and trying to master a movement and not necessarily build a specific muscle. So bodybuilding is the exact opposite. We want to be super inefficient in moving the weight, so our body has to adapt. So that's why everything is slow and controlled, and you contract and squeeze as hard as you can. And you don't really care about how much weight you're lifting, as long as you're training super intensely and you're literally going 10 out of 10 for every top set, every rep. As long as you're trying to squeeze every ounce of energy you can out of your muscle, you can progressively overload the weight over time, but you're not necessarily concerned about the weight on the side of the barbell or the dumbbell or how much weight you're doing overall. Because, like I said, we're trying to make the movement as inefficient as possible, so the body has to work and overcome that stimulus to adapt and grow, and that's the whole point of bodybuilding, is to grow the muscle. So keep that in mind whenever you're trying to put on muscle specifically, and not necessarily get stronger in a lift, or not necessarily trying to get stronger in a movement. We're trying to grow our muscles and increase our hypertrophy within each muscle or muscle groups.
You want me to know? First thing, the 45. What are you going to lift? I have a 45. What was it? Let me do the first 10.
So each night I get a flex meal at the end of my day. Right now it's 45 grams of protein, and then Monday through Thursday it's 45 grams of protein plus 200 calories. Friday's leg days, so I get 45 grams of protein plus 400 calories, and then Saturday, Sunday is 45 grams of protein plus 100 calories. So last night I made this thing for the first time. I didn't film it because I didn't know how it was going to taste, but it was freaking ridiculous. So I took a low carb mission tortilla, which is 70 calories, and then I heated it in a skillet with some avocado oil spray, and then I sprinkled some cinnamon and some Splenda on top on one side while the first side cooked, turned it over, did the exact same thing. And then I took some Professor Nuts peanut butter and some sugar-free Hershey's chocolate syrup, put that in a little ramekin bowl, nuked it in the microwave for like 30 seconds, stirred that up, made a chocolate peanut butter like spread. And then once the tortilla was done, spread it on the tortilla, and then I took some Reese's Puff cereal and then sprinkled those on top of that, and then folded it up, and then made it like a chocolate peanut butter Reese's Puff dessert taco, and it was ridiculous. It was so freaking good. Check-ins were this morning, so if my coach sends me my update and I at least get 200 calories with my flex meal, I'm gonna make that again tonight and I'll film it. And then that's probably what I'll cut to now to show you guys the process and the finished product. Oh, and with that for my protein, I had some leftover chicken breast and turkey breast that I warmed up in a skillet and then just took some sugar-free syrup and some hot sauce and then heated that up and used that as my dipping sauce, which sounds kind of weird, but it's actually really good. But like I said, if I get those calories again for tonight for my flex meal, I'm gonna record the chocolate peanut butter Reese's Puff cereal dessert taco. That's one heck of a title. Check in with you guys later today. So you want your pan getting hot and you spray some spray down. And it's going to take a few minutes to warm up. Alright, our skillet's hot enough. Add our chicken. Now we're not cooking this for very long. We're literally cooking it just long enough to get it hot through. And then I like to spray this top side just a little bit more. Alright, so next we've got our sugar-free syrup. We're going to warm up in the microwave with our hot sauce. So I do this one hand. So that should be enough for the chicken. And then just a little bit of hot sauce to give it some kick. Let's plenty. Let's see if we can get this all professional like. All right, so we're gonna let the chicken and the sauce warm up for just a few seconds, and we'll take it off and go from there. All right, now we're gonna plate this chicken carefully with one hand. Didn't do too bad. Our sauce is hot. As you can tell, I like hot food, spicy and temperature-wise. All right, so now I'm going to clean this dish and then use it to cook our dessert taco. I'll show you that in a second. All right, our pan's clean now, so we're going to spray it just a little bit. Take our tortilla. Out of the way. Out of the way. All right, so we got our tortilla. Tortilla's going down. So we're actually going to grab these. I just used them for the chicken, it's okay. All So now what we're gonna do, sorry I had to put you down and use both hands for this, is we're gonna put our cinnamon down. If you like a lot of cinnamon, put a lot. If you like a little, put a little. So we've got our cinnamon. A pinch of Splenda. All right. So that side is seasoned. I'm gonna flip that over. Let that side cook. The smell is incredible. Spray this side. Gonna do the same thing. So I like a good amount of cinnamon, you know, enough to taste it. Pinch of Splenda. Alright. So now we're gonna come over here while that's cooking. Sorry about my dog. Alright, so now we're gonna come over here while that's cooking. We're gonna get our 1 serving of Professor Nuts into a little ramekin, and 1 serving of Hershey's zero sugar chocolate syrup. So 1 serving of this is 32 grams. So it's 33, close enough. All right. Zero that back out. The 1 serving of this is 15 grams. Boom, right on the dot. All right, now we're gonna nuke this in the microwave without the spoon. All right, so our tortilla is done. Got it plated. And if you could hear it over my dogs, you can almost hear the crunch. But now we're gonna mix this up. So it should look pretty thick, but that's all right, because we're gonna scoop it all out, put it straight onto our tortilla. Let's not crunch. Spread it out fairly evenly. Then last but not least, I'm going to put our Reese's Puffs right in the middle. Sorry if some spill over. And there you have it, a chocolate peanut butter Reese's dessert taco. Oh, they're falling off. No, they're not. All right, it is Thursday morning, heading off to the gym. Today's an arm day, so biceps, triceps. So pretty relatively low central nervous system workout today. So central nervous system meaning like it's not going to be very taxing per se on the body. You know, you're not going to get that overall systemic. You're not going to get that overall systemic intense workout throughout the whole body. Obviously, you want to pump your arms, feel the pump in your biceps and triceps. It should be hard to lift your arms up and scratch your chest, try to pick your nose, that kind of thing. But it shouldn't. The rest in between sets should not be any longer than 90 seconds to 2 minutes, especially since we're still training for hypertrophy. So we're staying anywhere in that 8 to 15 rep range. Today, most of my sets are going to be the 15 rep range. that's just what my coach has me doing, so that's what we're gonna stick with. But I'll film the top sets for the bicep curl, I'll film the top sets for the bicep movements and the tricep movements if I can. Yesterday I didn't film the last two things. Kind of got not yelled at, but the staff at the Y, where I work out at, asked me to stop recording. So have to be mindful of the one and only place that I have a membership to. If I get kicked out of there, then got to drive a lot further away. The check-ins were yesterday. Coach gave me some good pointers on my posing. I've been really working on that. Been doing a lot of research and been following one guy on Instagram, Daniel Coffeen. Probably gonna hire him in the next month or so to be my posing coach and really dial in my posing so that way come July I don't look like an idiot on stage, and that way it just feels like second nature, and it just, that's just one less thing I have to worry about as far as like, new experience or trying to get right before I step on stage. It'll just feel like second nature. And yeah, so along with my check-in that I got yesterday, my cardio was lowered. So instead of 400 calories on the cardio equipment every day, now it's 300. And then my steps went from 15,000 to 12,000. So I'm assuming that's because we're in a growing or improvement phase, as my coach calls it. My weight hasn't really changed the past 1 to 2, maybe 3 weeks. I think maybe it's gone up half a pound, if that. And we've been in improvement phase for 3 weeks. So obviously just trying to put on as much muscle as I can before the show prep, which will start in April. So I've got about 3.5 months to put as much muscle on as I can before we really start cutting back the calories and, trying to cut all the fat off. But we just pulled up to the gym, so I'm gonna go in. Today it's just a regular food day, so I'm not gonna film probably any food. But I also got a free meal in my check-in, so tomorrow I'm gonna go. I took the day off from work, so I'm gonna go on a lunch date with my wife. I think we're gonna go to it's called Mellow Mushroom. If you don't have this in your area, then it's an amazing pizza place. They have all kinds of food, but pizza's like my go-to when I go there. Probably get some pizza, some wings, and then they have like basically pizza dough bites with beer cheese. That's always really good. Uh, Saturday is leg day, so we're gonna put my free meal to good work on Saturday. Um, just like I've been doing, I'll film the top sets for all my leg lifts, and then I'll probably film full day of eating Saturday as well, since I'll be home and can kind of control when and where I'm filming throughout the day. Typically on leg days, I also get more food. Have today's cardio session, 300 calories on the upright recumbent bike. And then today is a off day for training. So I have my off day training diet, and that includes which I've posted before on social media, Instagram, but that's includes the blueberry toaster strudel pancakes that I have for the morning, and they are so freaking good. I'm not a master chef or anything in the kitchen, but I mean, I would spend $10, $15 a plate for these pancakes. They're ridiculous. Um, and I've been looking forward to them literally all week long, which is funny because I make pancakes every single morning with the brownie batter bowl of Gaines. So I have chocolate peanut butter pancakes every single morning, and I still have looked forward to these toaster strudel blueberry pancakes all week because they're just that good. So after cardio, I'm gonna go to the store, get some coffee, go home, make the pancakes, and then a little later for lunch, me and the wife are gonna go on a lunch date. I get a free meal today, so we're gonna go to a pizza place that's kind of local, but I think they're national now. It's called Mellow Mushroom. It's one of our favorite spots. I'm gonna get some pizza and then probably some wings. And then a little later today, I have to go pick up a um, seated recumbent bike. It's like a fan bike. It's old school. Some guy's selling it for like $60. So I might film or record something on the way to go get it if I feel inspired or have something to say that is profound. Um, but if I don't, then tomorrow we'll check in on leg day. So I'll film all the top sets, and I'll probably film a full day of eating since I don't really have anywhere to be or really go and do tomorrow. I have to meal prep tomorrow, but tomorrow I'll probably film a full day of eating. It's gonna be pretty boring because it's pretty typical, but nevertheless, still film it, still post it in this video. Not gonna film my cardio session today. It's gonna be pretty straightforward. Just sit on a bike, spin your legs for 300 calories. You can do some abs too after that. So I'll probably check in with you later when I go pick up this fan bike. All right, see you. All right, little update with the cardio session. Didn't make it all the way on the recumbent bike. I got way too bored, and I wanted to get my cardio done with, so I hopped on the Stairmaster halfway through, and then I did 150 calories. So I did 150 calories on the bike, and then hopped off and got on the Stairmaster, did 150 calories. So I still got my 300 calories in, but it was taking just way too long on the bike. And I was getting tired, mainly hungry. Now I'm about to go into the grocery store, get some more coffee, and maybe a treat or two to go along with my free meal today. But yeah, stay tuned for the very next thing I'm about to show you. Super important pro tip. So here's the super important pro tip that you don't want to miss. Park at the back of the parking lot. Get your steps in, people. It's the easy way to get extra steps in without even having to think about it. And if you live in the South, Publix is the best grocery store. I mean, seriously, look at these. Thick, fluffy, diet-friendly, macro-friendly blueberry toaster strudel pancakes. They are unfreaking real. All right, good morning, YouTube. So, I'm gonna start off our day with some water, a scoop of Relight electrolytes, and a scoop of Project 80 Good Morning. So, I start every single day off with these two things. Keeps me hydrated, and it helps my gut.
And Sundays we don't work out.
Yep, and some days, well, I'm gonna work out. Project DII, use code Zack, save you some money on your order. I'll have several other supplements today from them. But yeah, today's the full day of eating, so start out with hydration. And now I'm just gonna keep it at this angle. Hopefully it's not too loud in the background with the kids on Saturday morning, but it probably will be. But I'm gonna be making my bowl of Gaines brownie batter, chocolate peanut butter pancakes. So here we go. All right, so I've got all my stuff that I need for making the batter. So you're gonna get Magic Bullet cup, and I've got 368 grams of egg whites. I'm gonna use 100 grams of bowl of Gaines brownie batter. You can see that there. Then we're gonna do 20 grams. Then we're gonna do 20 grams of honey. I just get this raw, local, unfiltered honey from Publix. It's a local grocery store. And then also got 10 grams of coconut oil. So again, the raw and unfiltered coconut oil. Then we're gonna do half a teaspoon of salt. So I always use Redmond real salt. It's the best salt out there. That's actually from the salt mines of Utah. I don't have a discount code for them or anything, but that's the only salt I use. So half a teaspoon of that, half a teaspoon of baking powder. So just regular old baking powder. And then for the peanut butter component, you're gonna take 1 to 2 servings of Professor Nuts peanut butter. You can get this at Project DII as well, code Zack. Put that in a little ramekin dish with some sugar-free syrup, and then you heat it up in the microwave and you stir it until it makes like a thinned out peanut butter sauce. And I like to layer it each time I put the pancakes down. So I'm gonna put this all together. And the most important thing when you get it all blended, let the batter rest. So keep the lid shut on your Magic Bullet container, let it rest for like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna change the camera angle and show you guys how I make it all. All right, I've changed the camera angle to where you guys can see what I'm doing. So first we're gonna add our egg whites. So you wanna zero out your scale while your cup is on the scale. Finish that one off. So we're going at 368. Yeah, close enough. All right. Next, we've got our bowl of Gaines. So 100 grams of this. Normally it's 60, but today's leg day, so we got an extra 40 grams. Does anyone else like squeeze out all the air on their packages, or is it just me? Anyways. All right, next we got our honey. So it's 20 grams of honey. I really like this brand of this pouch because it comes with a little screw off cap. You can just squeeze it right in. Stop. All right, 20 there. All right, next we have our coconut oil. So kind of the reverse, when you take away from things, you want to put the jar or container you're taking away from on the scale. So for example, for what we're making now, the coconut oil, you can put coconut oil on the scale, zeroed it out. We're taking 10 grams. That's 8. Another example would be peanut butter. To make sure you get your however many grams is on your plan, whether it's 15 or 40, 1,000, whatever. You put the jar of peanut butter on the scale, zero it out, take your spoon, take the peanut butter out. All right, got 10 grams there. Next, we're gonna add our Project AD Fiber Plus. This is the chocolate, the Swiss chocolate flavor. This is the only flavor I've tried. This is the only flavor I need. As I drop the cap. Anyways, we're gonna do 1 full scoop. Straight in. Remember, Project AD, code Zack, save you some money. Then we've got half a teaspoon of salt. And half a teaspoon of baking powder. So put the lid on, give it a quick shake. All right, now we're gonna go put it in our magic bullet. Sorry, NutriBullet. All right. So I like to blend it for about 10-15 seconds, give it a quick shake again, and then I'll go one more time. Now we're gonna let this sit on the counter for 10 minutes. All right, so we've got our batter resting and waiting. We're letting the psyllium husk and the Fiber Plus congeal and get that batter nice and thick. It's also combining with the bowl of games and thickening the batter. And so while we do that, number one, we're gonna put up all the stuff that we use in our recipe. And number two, we're gonna get our peanut butter and syrup mixture ready, as well as get coffee ready and the pan ready. So I know I said we rest for 10 minutes, but what I like to do is set a 5-minute timer. And then when that first 5-minute timer goes off, then I turn my pan on medium heat and then let the pan warm up for 5 minutes, because the pan's got to be nice and heated before we start making our pancakes. All right, we'll check back in when we go to put that first pancake down. All right, we got our pan turned on, timer set again. About to make my coffee. So for the sake of this video, I will actually measure out the Professor nuts that we use. I normally just eyeball it, because at 2 tablespoons, it's 28 calories. So if I'm off by, hell, even a full tablespoon, which is 16 grams, which is a lot to be off by, that's only 14 calories. Right now, it's not that big of a deal, at least to me. But anyways, we're gonna go, like I said, 1 to 2 servings. This is a brand new jar, so I'm gonna stir it up just a tad without spilling it, hopefully. All right, so we're already at 12 grams on my spoon. And 1 serving is 32 grams. So that's 30 right there. Just gonna use our finger. Oh. So that was our timer for the pan. So our pan's heated up. $32. There we go. And extra on the finger. So not letting any go to waste. You gotta eat that stuff on your finger. That sounded weird. Just add in, add in a little bit of sugar-free syrup. Where basically the top is covered, kind of like that. We're gonna nuke it in the microwave for like 30 seconds. All right, so now we're ready to start making our pancakes. But if you can see like the layers right here, and on the top it kind of looks frothy. That means it's congealed a little bit. Well, all we gotta do is start around to where it's a nice even consistency. And then when you pour it in the pan, make sure you don't pour too much. So you want just enough to cover the bottom. So about that much. And then you're gonna wanna let that cook until it moves freely about the pan. So when we take the spatula and go to move it around, it moves around freely and there's no liquid at the top, like on the top side moving around when you move the pancake. I'm gonna show the first one entirely through. All right, now I'm nuking or microwaving our peanut butter and sugar-free syrup mixture. So you kind of just want to go until it's bubbly, like so. So sometimes you gotta go longer in the microwave, sometimes you gotta go shorter. But this looks pretty perfect to me. So you want it to look like just creamy peanut butter, but you want it kind of to, so you want to basically just creamy peanut butter texture, but you kind of want it to do that. I want to keep it hot, so I'm just gonna put it back in the microwave until we're ready to use it. As you can see on here, it's drying out around the edges, but the middle is still a little liquidy. But what we can do is kind of just bump the edges with our spatula. And I'm using a non-stick pan and a rubber spatula. So, all right. So as you can see, moves around freely. And the top's still a little runny, so that's all right because we don't want the edges to burn. So, look at that, perfect flip. So this back side's not gonna take as long as the first side did. So maybe 30 to 60 seconds. So same thing, when it's ready, it should freely move about. So I barely even touched it with the spatula. And now it's just kind of floating around. All right, so in between each pancake, I like to spray the pan. I know it's a non-stick pan, but I don't know. That's just what I've always done. I've had success, so I'm gonna keep doing it. So same principle, just enough to cover the bottom. About like that. And as you go in number of pancakes, you want to pour kind of a little bit faster because the pan's going to be hotter. But now we are going to add our layer of peanut butter and sugar-free mixture. So see how it's sat in the microwave and it's still creamy, but it's definitely thickened up. But anyways, I like to evenly portion it out, so I just go basically 1 spoonful and then just kind of spread it out. Top this layer with some syrup. I'm going to repeat those steps until all of our batter is gone. It'll probably be 3 or 4 pancakes. And if anyone is wondering, the coffee that I currently like is I get this from Publix. It's this Barney's Creamy Buttery Caramel. But of course, that's not enough. So I'm gonna add a little bit of Splenda to it. Sweeten it up even more. Don't really measure it, just about that much. However much about that much is. And there you have it, folks. Bowl of Gaines, brownie batter, peanut butter pancakes. Can't really tilt this plate too much because the syrup will run off, but I mean, look at these layers. I mean, look at these layers. It's crazy. So 3 giant pancakes, fits in my macros, pre-workout meal, leg day. Let's go. All right, so real quick, we're about to head into the gym. It's a leg day, so I'm going to film all the top sets. I'm going to try to do better than I did last week. That's all I can do. Last workout for 33 weeks out, so after today, then we're 32 weeks out from the show. Actually, from today exactly, 32 weeks. So after today, I'll only have 32 more lifts, 32 more leg days, 32 more push days, 32 more arm days, etc., etc. So, gonna make this one count, and we'll catch you later. After this clip, my next meal is post-workout. It's 2 servings of a kids cereal. That's what the plan specifically says. But 2 serving of cereal, 50 grams of whey protein, and then since it's leg day, I also get 1 bagel. So I like Dave's Killer Bread. The blueberry bagels are amazing. I probably won't even toast it. I might warm it up in the microwave for like 10 seconds. Might not even do that. I eat them plain because they're amazing just by themselves. But anyways, let's go get this leg day. That's a nice shot of the bicep vein. Good sunlight. Oh, forearm vein. Anyways. Alright, just got done with the gym. I now headed home, post-workout meal, uh, which currently on the plan is actually 2 servings of kid cereal, as long as the fat is under 2 grams per serving. So I think in the rotation, it's been a lot of Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms. I like honeycomb, so Cookie Crisp, that was good. Unfortunately, I can't have Reese's Puff cereal, even though that is the best cereal on the market. Has been, always will be. Um, and if you don't agree with me, then you're just wrong and your taste buds are broken. I used to weigh, sorry, this is all jiggly on you right now, but we're driving. But I used to weigh over 300 pounds 2 different times in my life, so I should know about tasty food. Um, so yeah, Reese's Puff cereal is #1. But anyways, just finished a leg day. I think I killed it. Some of the exercises I went heavier on than I did last week. Some of the exercises I went lighter on, but I performed with more control and less momentum. In the exercise itself, I haven't watched any of the training clips yet, so I'm not sure if what I think happened actually happened, but I'm pretty sure I had less momentum and better form with all of my lifts that I needed to fix the form on, and the lifts that I had good form on, coach said heavier, I went heavier. So next my meal is 40 grams of veggies, 7 ounces of chicken breast, 300 grams of sweet potato, and 15 grams of almond butter, plus 100 grams of pineapple. But I totally forgot I was supposed to be filming, and I already ate it. So take a shot of all the food once it's made. All right, so with the chicken, sweet potato, and mushrooms, 15 grams of almond butter, which is right here on my spoon. Also in this meal is half a teaspoon of salt. On all of my meals, I do half a teaspoon of salt. All right, so my last meal is 7 ounces of chicken, 250 grams of rice, 40 grams of veggies. I got mushrooms. The mushrooms I cooked in this sugar-free teriyaki. The rice and chicken I cooked in the orange ginger marinade. And then the secret ingredient is Professor Nuts. I'm gonna put about 2 servings of this, 1 to 2 servings of this, and at the end, stir it all up, and it is phenomenal. All right, there you have it, folks. Chicken and rice with mushrooms and Professor Nuts. As you can tell, it's a little hot. Stirring it all together now, and then I'm gonna eat this. Also have a Cherry Coke Zero. Also have a Cherry Coke Zero to go along with it. And I'm gonna eat this meal, watch some TV, and keep meal prepping, which is what I'm doing right now. All right, like I said, chicken and rice with Professor Nuts and some mushrooms. Can't go wrong. All right, so for this next meal, meal 5, I've got 4 ounces of lean ground beef. I use a 93.7, and then 4 egg whites, but I just use 3 ounces of chicken. Macros are basically the same, and then 10 grams of ghee and 40 grams of veggies. I'm gonna add a little bit of Professor Nuts peanut butter. I'm super addicted to that stuff, as you can tell. And then I'm gonna add some no sugar added Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, mix it all together. And I'm kind of behind on meals tonight. It's already 9 o'clock and I have one more meal after this. Oh, and since it's Friday, I add 60 grams of bola gains to this meal as well. So I will show you the meal when it's done. I'm preparing my last meal of the night, which is my flex meal. It's 45 grams of protein, And since it was leg day today, it's plus 400 calories. So I'm gonna do about 8 ounces of pork loin that I smoked this afternoon. I think 50 grams of popcorn and chips, and 1 Halo Top ice cream bar. And I'll show that right before, and 2 slices of Keto Nature Zone bread. I'm gonna make a pork sandwich, but I will show that next. So there you have it, final meal of the night. It is a pork sandwich on some keto bread. I use this brand, the Nature Zone Keto. 1 gram of net carb, each slice is 35 calories. And then 55 grams of the popcorn and chips. I like the kettle corn flavor the best. And then this Halo Top pop ice cream bar. Each one's 100 calories. So the bread, the chips, and the bar are right at 400 calories. So that's gonna do it for me for this week. You guys have watched all my training videos. You've watched me make a couple meals, full day of eating today. Probably not gonna film every Saturday because it likely won't change very much. You saw a free meal, kind of saw what I do day in and day out to stay prepared and prepped. In the entire process, that's what I've done this afternoon. It took me about 2 to 3 hours. I was interrupted a few times because I had to eat and then I had to deal with the kids a little bit, but that's all right. When this drops on YouTube, it'll be the first day of week 32 and counting. And every single Monday will be the video from the week before of all the training videos, some meals, and just some insights on what's going on and how I'm doing within my journey to my first physique show. Yeah, on to 32 weeks until the show, exactly from today. So 32 more sessions of everything. So 32 more weeks to get it right, get it perfect, and really kind of just take everything as a new experience like it will be, and try to learn every single week how to get better and just be as ready for the show as I can be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and post anything in the comment section that you have a goal for, short, long-term, fitness, non-fitness, whatever. And if you want me to talk about something, then comment in the comment section as well. All right, guys, see you next week.